Okay, so our concept is if 1, 2, or 3, up to 3 or up to 4 depends on the definition. If we want to store the different values in the memory, in that case, we can take multiple variables. But if depending on the definition and the requirement, we choose that do we really need to take different variables, or we need to take the array. So it solely depends on the requirement, right? Now, next question. So this is about the variables and declaration and array and all. Now the next thing, we will talk about this portion only, this ABCD. So guys, tell me that if I store the values, this ABCD EFG 4 values, in that case, let's say that this is our memory blocks. Everyone visible?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Don't look at my graphics. Huh? See, added teddy lines, so just ignore it. So let's say, if I say, you have to answer me. If I say that I want to store this A, B, C, D 4 variables in the memory, how can I store, or how the memory will store it? How the system will store this data in the memory? Any idea?
Ma'am, it will store where it gets space.
Perfect. Means wherever it will get the space. Or in other words, can I say random?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Random locations. For example, A might be over here, or B somewhere here, C somewhere here, D somewhere here. It might be possible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the case. This is the case where when you declare the multiple variables, in that case, it can get stored at any location in the memory. But if I say let's say okay, let's say, now let's talk about this A4. Now in this case, for the A4 case, how it will store the values?
Ma'am, it will store in the consecutive places.
Perfect. But space
Sequentially.
of course required. How much space required, guys?
4.
4. So
4.
space is required. Perfect. Space is required, but not random. It requires
Consecutive.
consecutive locations. Perfect. So here somewhere, let's say this portion will be allocated to the array A, right? And this will be the index 0, 1, 2, and 3. Easy? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so these things, all these things you know, right? That how to declare the variable. Now, next question. As long as similar data type is concerned, you can take the array, right? Means in this location, it can store only integer type of data. If this is integer, in that case, it can store only integer type data.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Right. Now, my question is, what if, okay, someone is there. Okay, now my question is, let's say I want to store the student record. Let me first draw the rough, this is not the memory, this is just the rough data table. And in this data table, here I have a roll number, then I have a name and gender. And I'm just storing the data like 101, 102, 3. So guys, now my question is, listen me carefully. Can I say this is 2D array type structure?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I say it's a 2D type structure?
Yes, ma'am, because it's a table structure.
Yeah, perfect. So it's a table structure. Okay, now just let me do the labeling. 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. Is it okay? And let's give the name to this table. Let's say STD is the name. STD is the name. Now the question is, if I want to fetch this Neha, what would be the address for the location?
1 1.
How
A11.
can I?
STD11.
Yes, STD 1 1. Perfect.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, what about 103?
STD is 20.
TD
20.
0. Perfect. Right? Everyone, is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt,
Yes,
any
ma'am.
query?
No.
Okay. Now let's sum up all these things. So here we have one structure, memory structure here we have, and something like this. Now the thing is, in this memory, I want to store this type of data. Is it possible to do it with using this thing or this thing?
No, ma'am.
Okay, let me repeat. Let me repeat the question. My question is, everyone, my question is, I have this structure, right? This table type structure, and this is 2D array. We have 2D array structure. But even in the 2D array, whatever we have learned till now is like you can do these things in the 2D array, right? We have learned this thing only. Like using the 2D array, max you can draw the patterns. But now the idea is to store this type of data in the memory. But the concepts we know till date, like declaring the variables and declaring the array and storing the data this way, can we store this? Can we store
Yes, ma'am.
this type of data?
Yes, ma'am.
How?
Ma'am, by using for loop.
By using for loop. Okay, who is saying this? Skandar.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, by using the for loop, and how will you declare this? So this is my 2D array, right? This is 2D array. How will you declare this?
STD 33.
Okay, STD 3. Okay, then what would be the data type for this?
Character.
If I write the char STD, in that case, how can I store the roll number? It's an integer.
We can use single quotes.
For roll number?
Like STD 00 equal to in single quote 101.
You are okay. You are saying this thing. STD 00 equals 101. This way.
Yes.
Who is this?
This is Narendra.
Okay, Narendra. 101. Okay. चलो मान भी लिया that for this particular roll number I can use the single quotes because I know that I am not going to perform any mathematical operation on this. But what if I have one more column called marks? In that case, can I write this way?
No, ma'am.
In that case, right. Okay. So, anyone? Okay. So, do you want to know the solution?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, the solution for this type of problem in the context that where you want to store the data in 2D format, but this 2D format or table contains multiple types of data, right? Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And so for that, we will use structure that we are going to learn in SAM 2, and this is our first topic, structure. So array we know, right? Array we know. Single variable we know. So if it's a single variable, I can store single values. If it's an array, I can store multiple values, but same data type, right? Same data type. But if I use the structure, I can use or I can store multiple data types. Understood, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
So our first topic is structure. Our first topic is just a minute. Yes, so our first topic is structure. So what is structure, how to use structure, everything we are going to learn. So what is structure? The first question. So structure is nothing but the data type. Just like if I say integer a of 5, what does it mean, guys? What does it mean? Integer a5, what does it mean?
It is a 1D array A with 5 spaces.
Yeah, exactly. It means I have a 5 consecutive locations in the memory with the base address A where I can store integer type data, right? But along with the integer, let's say I want to do this thing, integer roll number, then char name, and let's say float, and in float I'm going to store the marks, right? So now what will happen, I want to store each and everything, roll number, name and marks for each student, but I know that I cannot use this thing. I can use the structure to store the multiple types of data, and for that you can write all these things in the block. So this is your structure. This is your structure. I'll show you how to write. I'm just giving you an idea that how you can write it. Clear, everyone?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the concept of the structure. How to write the concept, how to use it in the program, everything we will learn, but this is the concept. Any doubt, any query, guys?
No, ma'am.
Everyone?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So is it easy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now let me share the other screen, other file. Okay, can you see the screen, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So the very first page is introduction to structure. So we have already discussed this thing, that what is the problem, that how to group together a collection of data items of different types, right? How to store the multiple types of data in the memory. So here we cannot use array. So the what is the solution? Structure is the solution. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And yeah, I will share this PDF with you. So you don't need to take a screenshot or you don't need to write it. I'll share this PDF. So this is the problem, and for the for this problem we have the solution, structure. So what is a structure? The very first thing, a structure variables. Okay. Um how you can say the collection of variables, guys? From our previous example we just seen means, how can you say this collection of variables?
Ma'am, one variable is name, another is roll number, then there's gender. There are three variables there.
Perfect. So we have name, we have roll number, we have marks, we have gender, and all are different variables
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
with different data types. So can I say it's a collection of variables of different data types under a single name?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Let me, well, just a minute, guys. Okay. Now see here. The first point is a structure. What is structure? A structure is a collection. Okay, collection of what? Variables. Okay, let me write the example here. So here we have one example. Let's say integer, roll number, then care, name, then float, marks, and again, okay, not here, and one gender. Okay, so guys, the question for all of you, this is the collection. Can I say it's a collection?
Yes, ma'am.
yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so it's a collection. Collection of what? Collection of variables. So how many different variables we have here? How many variables we have?
4.
Okay, which four?
Role, name, gender, marks.
Name, gender, and marks. Perfect. So collection of variables of different data types. Okay. Do we have different data types?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
कौन-कौन से?
Integer, character, and float.
Perfect. So some variables are of integer type, some char, and some of the float under a single name. Under a single name. Now I am going to give name std to this block. How to write the block? Everything we will see, but right now just think this way, that this is the block and we have given the name STD. So what is the single name?
STD.
STD.
Yes. Perfect. Easy.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that was the first point. The second name, the variables are called members of the structure. See, here we have the variables are called members. So if I ask the question, list out the names of the members, how will you answer this?
There are 4 members: role, name, gender, and marks.
Perfect. So here we have 4 members. Okay, and all 4 members, these 4 members belonging from which structure?
STD.
STD. Perfect. It means what? That this is the structure name, right? And role, name, gender, and marks all are
Member.
perfect. Members. Perfect. So second point clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Last point, the structure is also called a user defined data type. Most important thing, user defined data type. As I told you, structure is a data type, but what type of data type? User defined data type. Means this structure, we have defined this structure, right? We can write anything in this structure, and that's why we call it the user defined data type. Easy.
Yes, ma'am.
So done with the third point. And now let's see the syntax. So this is the syntax, how you can write the structure in the C program. So the very first thing you need to write is the struct. Struct is the keyword. So in parallel, I will write the example. So struct is a keyword. So okay, first let's write struct. Okay, after that structure name. Okay, let's say STD is the name of the structure. Then curly bracket. Okay, curly bracket. Then see, all are the members, n number of members you can take. So first member, for that you need to write the data type. Okay, integer. After that, member variable name. Okay, let's say role. Okay, then semicolon. Then second member you can take like char goes on this way, multiple you can take. And after completing the structure, close the bracket and put the semicolon. So now I can say that I have a structure named STD which has 2 data members. But keep in mind, whenever you declare the structure, do not forget to mention the keyword struct, because this struct keyword will tell to your compiler that in the memory you have to create one table, and this table and this consecutive locations, guys, and in this table we will have, okay, roll number occupies how many bytes?
4.
Integer occupies
2
4
bytes.
bytes.
2.
integer 2 bytes. So
2
let's
bytes.
say this is 2 bytes. Let's just assume 2 bytes. Line सीधी आती नहीं है, चलेगा. And name will occupy
4.
name.
1.
Name.
1 byte.
How? To store the name, how many bytes I need?
10 bytes.
10 bytes. Perfect. So let's assume that here we have 10 bytes location, and this is the roll number, means two integers. So this is the roll location, and this will become the name location, and here you can store your data, and this structure will be referred by the name std. Now you can store your data like 101, then 102, this way. Got it? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is all about the structure, the definition of the structure, then syntax of the structure, and then example of the structure. Any doubt, any query, guys?